So, since we have many lectures today or presentations, and the first today to start is Professor Suresh Swarnapuri and his presentation Management of Lifestyle Disorders in Ayurveda. Let me ask Dr. Professor Suresh Swarnapuri to start his presentation now.
Good morning, everybody, and Din Dobre. So it was my pleasure to be here on this platform of complementary sciences from Prague. We're going to talk about the lifestyle management. I have less time, so I'm now calling from Zagreb, Croatia. I hope you can see my slides. Can you see my slides?
Yes, we can see your slides.
Great. That's right. So, as usual, managing the lifestyle disorders is very important in Ayurvedic perspective because the entire science of Ayurveda, we work basically on the preventive area. So in that area, we focus basically how to prevent the lifestyle disorders because 90% of our diseases are coming from lifestyle issues. So the entire science of Ayurveda works on lifestyle. So how to prevent them, in case if you get the disease, how to organize them, how to treat them, all these things we learn in our institutions, and we see that in day-to-day practices in our in different countries which I am traveling now. So what are the lifestyle disorders? How much percentage we can see them? 95% in the world. It's all coming from lifestyle. What is the lifestyle and what is the life? There's a difference between the life and the lifestyle. The life is the internal process of a human being, and lifestyle is an extension of the life. So, because the lifestyle areas are extension of a human being, so whichever happening away from the body, away from the physical entity, so these are the lifestyle habitats. So it can be work, it can be relationships, it can be economics, it can whatever it is, issues happening outside the body, it comes under lifestyle. And what happens in that area, any issues pertaining to the different areas could affect the physical level. So that could cause different diseases in our body and mental level. So how to organize them, how to prevent them? This is key factor. Let's see. As we have a short time, let me go through a little bit faster. So WHO, World Health Organization, created the lifestyle diseases like cardiovascular system, diabetes, obesity, cancer, osteoporosis, respiratory, GIT. They said the 59% of the 56.5 million deaths annually occurs from the lifestyle disorder. That means if Ayurveda can step in the entire world, it could prevent the entire disasters happening in the different countries right now. So 56.5 million deaths, this is enormous for the human population. And also it costs a lot of money. Every country spends billions of dollars to prevent the diseases, to cure the diseases, not even prevention, to cure the diseases. But Ayurveda needs lesser money for the organization of prevention of lifestyle diseases. Okay. So annually, and 45.9% of the global burden of the disease. That was exactly what I was telling. There's a lot of global burden, and every country spends a lot of money on their people, right? So in the US itself, $3 trillion has been spent for terminal ill cases. That means it's the budget more than any single countries in the world. So it's a lot of money spending on this. So those things we can work on that area, and Ayurveda can be very effective to modify the lifestyle of a person and prevent the diseases. So basically, what the lifestyle here and the diet. The lifestyle here means of a person means the sleeping habits, the dietary habits, and the way he thinks, the way he organizes the entire day. It all comes under this. And what does he does in every seasons? what kind of food he takes, does it suit him or not? All these things can be fixed with the Ayurveda. But no other science has got the answer for this problem. This is important for us to understand. So what are the other factors which causes the, other than this diet, what are the other factors which causes the lifestyle disorders? So drugs and tobacco, smoking, alcohol, all these things, basic things, we all understood that, we all understand that this could create enormous effort. This puts enormous effect on the mental and the physical level. So how to organize them, the prevention, all those things, factors also we deal in Ayurveda. So lifestyle diseases are different from other diseases. It's not infectious. Okay, we all know that lifestyle means it's not infectious diseases like corona and all those things. That doesn't come under lifestyle disorders. Lifestyle disorders is manufactured within the body. The lifestyle disorders are manufactured within the mental level. So it doesn't come anything from outside. So we are the manufacturers of the disease, and we are suffering out of that. This can be easily preventable, and the person can live longer life with the existing health. So, and there is a need to ensure unaltered levels of key nutrients. It's very important. That's why we call Vata Pitta Kapha diet. We understand the dosha of the human being and dhatus levels and everything. We assess all the physical level and mental level, gunas, trigunas of the person. And then we fix them, which for which dosha, what kind of diet is required, which all the Ayurvedic doctors knows this pretty well. So the general public needs to understand what kind of dosha, what kind of food is needed. This itself can prevent many neurological diseases, many acid peptide diseases, many joint diseases, just fixing the doshas. Okay, functional components of context of declining energy expenditure. So energy and all also we can bring it up with a right combination of food, right combination of living, right combination of seasonal routines, right combination of daily routines. That could fix a lifestyle of a person. And few diseases we take today, couple of diseases we see what exactly, there are many other, but we don't have time. So basically, it's a cardiac problem. This is a major factor in the world now, cardiac diseases. It's a lifestyle problem again. Doesn't come, okay, only 1 or 2% could caused by a bacteria, like a bacterial cardiomyopathy or something like that. Other than that, most of the cardiac problems like hypertension, everything is caused by the human being itself. It doesn't come from outside. So, how does the BP increases? There is no normal blood pressure for any. There is no standard value of a blood pressure. It varies from different one person to another person. The 120/80, it's according to me, my experience, it's not at all right, because every human being has a different blood pressure. So we have to consider according to that, and we have to consider according to the pitta levels in the body, checking the nadi pariksha. We try to understand what is the basic, how much percentage of pitta is prevailing in the physiology, and what it causes, what percentages causes, what kind of manifestation causes. That we balance the pitta here, not just blood pressure. That is the unique style of Ayurveda. So salt, we all know the salt should be restricted, and salt causes high densities, it sticks to the wall of the blood vessels and causes blood pressure. So actually no animal eats the salt. The sodium is available in all fruits and green leaves and fruits. Many you can get this sodium. And pranayama is very important to balance your blood pressure. And water for cellular hydration, tissue fluids to drive the blood into the blood vessels, and heart plays a major role to push the blood. According to Ayurveda, in modern science, they say the heart pumps the blood. The ventricular part of the heart pumps the blood. But in Ayurveda, if you try to understand the different, these things has been given in different contexts in Ayurveda, it sucks the blood. So it's a big topic. Next time, whenever we will discuss on it. It sucks the blood from the inferior vena cava and superior vena cava into the heart. It doesn't pump the blood. That's the difference here. So then physiology of the heart, 72 per minute. And most important is the 0.4 seconds, the rest is given between each pumping. Each time the blood flows out of the heart, it takes a break of 0.4 seconds. This is a major impact on the obesity, we're going to talk about that. Obese people, the 0.4 seconds is reduced. So the more it reduces the time rest in between the heart, then it leads to the cardiac problems. That can be prevented with pranayama and proper lifestyle in Ayurveda. And of course, we all know the sarpagandha. We are giving these herbs. But usually, we don't give directly the medicines. We try to give them the lifestyle changes and breathing exercises. Once if it doesn't come under control, then we go for giving some herbs like sarpagandha, and we know it. And obesity reduces the. That's what exactly I said. This 0.4 seconds is the key for a human being to be health or not healthy, hot. There, Ayurveda and yoga works on this level to keep the 0.4 seconds rest in between the cardiac pumpings. So night rest and everything. Fruits before 7 o'clock should be taken. Such kind of things should be met. And obesity, the next one. Basically, this we all know that it's tridosha. Basically, tridosha involved here. Kapha being the dominant in obesity and imbalance. But basically, in Ayurveda, we talk about the Agni. Agni is the key factor for propelling the human growth, propelling the metabolism and neurotransmission, and propelling any other mechanism in the body is key controlled by the Agni factor. If that is failed, that can produce the severe kapha imbalances. So the same way, the imbalance of malas, waste products, or an imbalance of srotas, microcirculatory channels, there's channels we call srotas in Ayurveda, they can be blocked. So caused by different doshas that could put impact on the obesity and increases the body weight. So this collection of imbalances then interferes with the formation of tissues or other dhatus, leads to tissue imbalance. We all know that it causes the excess weight. This is very common in the US and the European countries. It's becoming more and more in India also these days. So every Ayurvedic doctor understands pretty well how to treat this problem. So we come back to here. So what are the solutions for this? Usually in India, we give the multigrain chapatis, all those things. Here in West, right now I am in Croatia. Here in the Western countries, we try to suggest them to go for sprouts. Sprouts here, a lot of sprouts with the dates. I advise them here early morning. They try to take, especially in the spring season. We advise spring. Now we are just, of course, we are in autumn. It still changes. The pitta is dominant now. So we try to give pitta pacific diet. So this is the key factor in Ayurveda. According to the season, we try to give the pacific diet. So then naturally you have the dominance of the doshas, and physically you have your own dosha manifestation is there. So combinedly we give the program which balance the pitta now in the autumn season. So usually oil, 100 ml and 900 calories, and fruits 45.5, here it is there, 100 grams of millet. So all these things, calculations is given to prevent any further blockages in the srotas. The salt is 1 gram, and I usually advise in Europeans to take the salt 1 kilo for a month, for 1 year. So like that. And the trikatu is very good in Ayurveda. Trikatu, cumin is extremely good. Amlaki, it's a fruit, and honey is very good. Turmeric, garlic, asafoetida. These are the spices we try to give to the patient who has these obesity issues. And we come to the diabetes. So we all know that 125 trillion cells in our body. Each organ is made up of 1 trillion cells, and cell uses vayu, jala, ahara for its survival. That means air, water, and food. It's necessary for each cell to survive and keeps the body. This energy content flowing in the body is kept up by this.
Doctor,
yes.
Dr. Suresh, can you hear me?
Yeah, please. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you in your very interesting presentation, but I'm afraid your time limit has run out. It's a quarter of an hour. If you stay connected to the streaming, we've got some questions that people ask. So maybe if later there is a little bit time, we can try to post them. Or if there is some break or some other presentation is shorter. But thank you very much for the presentation. And to Croatia, as you said.
Yeah, I am in Croatia now.
Professor Suresh Swarnapuri from Ireland. Thank you for this great presentation. Since you have finished a little bit earlier and we still got a few minutes left, maybe we can return back to Mr. Swarnapuri. And firstly, we interrupted his presentation, and secondly, we had a question on him. Mr. Suresh Swarnapuri, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, great to have you back. Thank you for staying with us. And there was a patient asking a question directly on you.
Can you wait a minute, please? I get back in just a few seconds. Okay, 1 minute.
Of course, take your time. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah. So the question in the meantime disappeared, but I have noticed here that I made there was a patient who was asking about urticaria, an itch that was accompanied or maybe caused by long COVID. And her question was, since the classical medicine is not effective on it in any way, if you can, or what would be your opinion about healing with Ayurvedic methods, this urticaria, this itch that was connected with a long-term COVID?
Yeah, basically we need to analyze with the doshas, what kind of dosha she's having, what kind of prakriti she's having, constitution, and we need to see what was the constitutive factors for that, and which dosha is aggravating the factors. All the things we need to take into consideration. For now, what we can suggest is it is definitely there is something the allergic properties are it's increased in her. These things also her immune system seems to be not good, so she can avoid straight away to stop taking this avoiding the foodstuffs which are sour milk products. The sour milk products, yogurt, kefir, cheese, butter, for a week. She can stop for a week. And the root vegetables also she can stop for 10 days. And she has to drink hot water 2 liters per day, and try to avoid as much as possible oily products. So we call it as patya. Means we have to seek the food which is giving rise to this, or what is the causative factors. You said COVID, but still the post-COVID places, the immune system, we need to check her once, and she can take this. And moreover, these fruits, when it comes to fruits, so it's not fruits with vegetables, the eggplants you need to avoid straight away. And salt is very important to avoid for a week at least. And there are a lot of herbs are available. I don't know in what herbs are available in Czech Republic and in Ayurvedic medicines. But if there's nothing they can find, they can take some Trifala. And externally, she can apply with the coconut oil, Trifala powder with the coconut oil. She can apply wherever the externally lesions she see in urticaria is only particular area or urticaria in the entire body. We don't know exactly what she is trying to tell us. So generally inside you can make some changes in the lifestyle and food habits. Externally, she can buy some Trifala powder with coconut oil. She can apply on the skin. Okay.
Thank you very much for this exhaustive answer. One of her points, the patient, was that according to Chinese medicine, she was supposed to exclude fish from her diet. So what's your take on this?
Yes, it's good. It's good for at least to avoid fish, chicken, meat products at least for a week. It's advisable actually to
Okay.
basically to open up the channels in the body.
Okay, thank you very much for your point. And Professor Suresh Swarnapuri, since we are supposed to have another participant of this conversation, Madam Kirti Paik-Inkar from India, but she doesn't seem to be online or to have connected to our Zoom conference, and I interrupted you and you weren't able to finish your presentation. Do you think, or would you be interested in telling us something more from your field of study?
Yeah, I could finish this slide which I have started. Some few points are there. Can I?
If you would be so kind, we would be very happy
No
to
problem,
see.
sir. No
Thank you very
problem.
much.
No problem. Yeah, we were talking about diabetes, how extensive the knowledge of Ayurveda is worked, explored, understanding of this diabetes. We have 20 types of is mentioned in Ayurveda, different according to the doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and all those that stuff. And we have actually 125 trillion cells in our body. Each organ is made of 1 trillion cells. We'll stop discussing. And each cell needs and uses air, water, and food for its survival. Otherwise, a cell cannot survive only with the food. A cell needs water also. A cell needs air also. That's why we have to do a lot of breathing exercises like pranayama with yogic techniques to improve the percentage of pranavayu in each cell. To it conducts the metabolic process for the human survival. That's one thing. And pancreas, as we're discussing, produces enzyme. Food after digestion becomes glucose leaves. Pancreas produces enzymes. The food after digestion, it usually becomes glucose. First, actually, it's the liver which does more work on glucose rather than the pancreas. We focus on pancreas more, but actually, the liver is given more importance in Ayurveda too. So, whichever the conditions comes here, we focus on liver also in Ayurveda. In any part, if there's a skin problem and everything, in Ayurveda, we focus basically on the liver metabolism and rectify the cellular damages occurred in the liver due to the many toxins passing through that day-to-day life. So excessive eating make glucose to convert into fat. We all know that. Excessive eating make glucose convert into the fat. So the pancreas helps glucose after liver, as we said, and when the glucose increases, insulin needed to convert to fat and to control sugar. The glucose level usually empties up. 110 milligrams, it's on empty stomach usually, but it could rise usually after the food. That means the insulin, if production is reduced in the pancreas, then naturally the glucose level in the blood increases. So the cellular receptors, receives sugar and insulin acts as a key here. We can see here, this is cellular structure. The insulin is like a key. It's like a key which allows the glucose to travel into the muscle or any tissues in the body so that it prevents the rise of the glucose level in the blood. That's how the diabetes occurs. But in Ayurveda, we don't think about only the diabetes means we should stop the sugar. It is not necessary always. It depends upon the dosha here. Sometimes even we are giving even sugar also for not this white sugar. We also can give some sugar for the patient, which is caused by different doshas. If it kapha dominant is there, we try to avoid. If there is a pitta dominant is there, we invariably sometimes give the patient to pacify the pitta there. It doesn't mean that like in modern science we should stop the sugar in the diabetes. It's also not right. The cell receives food and make energy. We all know that the energy comes from this pranavayu. The energy comes not only from the diet, but energy also comes from pranavayu. Now let's come to the, so that was the, we explained about the diabetes in simple format, the lifestyle, what you need to take, breathing exercises and physical exercises are very important to prevent the diabetes is not a disease, but it's a physiological disorder that we need to work on that. So sugar level is increases empty level 150 to 120 borderline, okay, for food 120 to 180. This after food, post food it is. If the glucose do not enter the cells, sugar level increases as we all understand that. So, but type 1, IDDM, insulin dependent, it's becoming more rampant now in Europe. I've seen recently a lot of patients from French in France or in Slovenia. They are getting more and more cases of juvenile diabetes. So the Ayurveda plays a very important role from the pregnancy itself to prevent this kind of disorders, which manifest on the theoretical level. So congenitally, beta cells they produce pancreas was absent. Usually, juvenile diabetes occurs because of the absence of beta cells. Okay, and insulin was invented in 1920 only. But before that, Ayurveda understands the complete, the pathological changes, complete physiological aspect of the pancreas and its functions. We call it as Agnesheya. So the name is given to the pancreas. So this has a work. This works. The pancreatic effect on the pancreas and liver. Their effect on the diabetes has been mentioned clearly in Ayurveda. So usually T cells protects other cells, but it kills beta cells in this case. That's why it's important to have the proper lifestyle in Ayurveda. Special diet. We have to take the breakfast, gargle water, and drink 1 to 1.5 liters of water every day. And yoga practices, vegetables, pumpkins, bitter gourd. It's available in India. It's not available in Europe. And cucumber is available here, turmeric is available, carrot is available, so people can take few pieces in empty stomach. And turmeric plays an important role on the diabetes. So latest sprouts is very good. It's available. Everybody in Europe they take sprouts with the chickpeas, soya beans, and all those things. Helps in insulin. Naturally, insulin is produced in the pancreas. So I advise usually my patients brown rice, integral rice for them to take. And soya, maize, wheat, mint leaves, green leaves, all these things are extremely good for the diabetes, you know. And we have a lot of treatments has been given for the fresh juices of guduchi, that is Stenospora cardifolia. It's available in tablet form in Europe, in Czech also it's available, and Slovakia it's available. Guduchi, Shatavari, Haridra in Poland is available. These herbs are available, and Nimba, Jambu Bija, these are not available. Uh, Turmeric is available in Poland, so they can get it from Poland to Czech Republic. So these are the other decoctions which is not available in Europe. Certain things we have to get it from India, like mustadi and trifala. Trifala is available in Europe, and all these things. Certain herbs can be. There is a list here I've written, which can be traced out here. And another thing is constipation is also most commonest problem in the lifestyle disorders. And yesterday I had one patient. She goes to the toilet only monthly twice. So it is very dangerous. It's called Krura Koshta in Ayurveda. So we have to change the complete metabolism, complete changes in our lifestyle. So inability to evacuate the bowel. So in Ayurveda we said early morning you need to pass to the toilet. At least couple of times in a day it should be done. So that is a good way of living. Because as the food is important, elimination is also important. If the person do not go to the toilet regularly, his lifespan will come down according to Ayurveda. It's very important to drink a lot of water, drink a lot of vegetable juices, fruit juices. Some triphala can be taken in the night time, and they have to work on their agni. This is again key factor here. And to eat 2 to 3 days once lead to disease. If the constipation continues long time, it could turn into the cancer in the CA colon. So it is very dangerous to have constipation for a long time. According to Ayurveda, constipation, chronic constipation can convert into rheumatoid arthritis. So we have to be very careful. These are the premonitory conditions which can lead into the disease manifestation in the future. So a lot of fiber vegetables is a common, everybody understand, to avoid the junk foods and all those things. And the daily routines, seasonal routines are the key factor. And Panchakarma therapy is to be taken every 6 months once per any individual, and whoever practices lifestyle properly with yoga or Ayurveda, it should be. And the following seasonal routines, every season the food should be changed. Daily routines, everything they should fix according to the doshas. And we run academy here in France. We have an Ayurveda academy. We teach all this stuff. We have 4 years of educations. All students from all over Europe, they study with us, from Croatia to Denmark to Ireland to UK. They all study with us. We have branches in different countries, and we operate. We give the live lectures to the people, and also online education we are doing now. And thank you very much. Namaste.
Okay, many thanks to Professor Dr. Suresh Swarnapuri. Thank you very much for completing your lecture that we interrupted because of our first seemingly busy schedule, but since two of the participants didn't manage to connect to our conference, it was great to hear all your presentation in the whole and also the answer to the patient question. Actually, Mr. Swarnapuri, can I have one more complementary question to the previous one, because the patient precised the question. If you have a little bit more time.
Yeah, I have a couple of minutes, yes.
Thank you very much for that. Her question was that she didn't catch altogether, or if you can in main points summarize what can be the cause, the main cause in your opinion and from Ayurvedic point of view of that urticaria itch or disease. It was the one connected with the long COVID.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, COVID is one area. Whatever the diseases caused earlier, we talk into the level of doshas, vata, pitta, kapha. The doshas are very important, the elements, the 5 elements, which combine to form the doshas, vata, pitta, kapha. According to that dosha, only we treat in Ayurveda. So those kind of doshas are prevalent in the food. So what should not be taken, what should be taken? That's what I explained, the foodstuffs, what should be taken. But according to Ayurveda, we approach only through doshas. Now, what she seems to have is, we have to check again whether the urticaria is very big, because she's itching, she's having any blood while itching. Also, we need to check. If there is a blood, there is a pitta dominance is there. If there is no blood, just itching is there, then kapha and vata domination is there. So according to that, we have to design the food for her. But I think she needs a proper consultation.
Yeah.
Clear for me. She needs to proper. We have to analyze. We have to see what exactly, how old it is. The age factor is also important, whether it's young lady or elderly person. So everything we have to calculate according to dosha, and we treat. And generally, I told what she should be done, what she should not do.
Thank you very much. Of course, the personal consultation with an Ayurvedic practitioner will be necessary as in any case. Thank you very much for that answer. And we've got some more answers coming. Have you still got some minutes left free for us?
I have to leave, sir. I have a consultation now. 1 minute I have time.
Okay. Okay, just very quickly, what is the main cause of anemia and options to improve liver function from an Ayurvedic perspective? If you can just very shortly.
We have a lot of herbs are available to improve the anemia conditions. There are a lot of factors for anemia. Again, the gender is important, man or woman. Here, young or old, it's very important to assess the age factor. Is very key to analyze the anemic conditions of the person. That is the reason we need to know exactly if it is women. There's a lot of diseases which causes the anemic condition. If the man, again, there are a lot of conditions to cause these things. But naturally, what we can do is they can take dates. Generally, what we advise is, if we don't know exactly the gender of the person, the age of the person, we tell them to take some lot of dry fruits, dates, especially dates, raisins, and all those things. Some juices with the carrot juice, with the sprout juice, all these things regularly they can take. And most important is they have to have ghee with them. Ghee is really good. they can stake, and the carrot juices, and we have a lot of herbs which increases we use for liver. Arogyavardhini Vati. There are some tablets are available to for the liver. Punarnavadi Kashayam. It's also very good to bring up the anemic level. All these things. Once again, we need to know what exactly the cost factor.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Dr. Professor Swarnapuri, for exhaustive answers, for taking a longer time than your presentation was and answering what the patients were interested in. Thank you very much for your kindness, and now we let you free for your consultation.
And
Thank you
my
one more time.
greetings to Mr. Thomas. He's my good friend, and send my warm greetings to him. And I wish a great success of conference. Namaste.
Thank you very much. I will pass the greetings. Thank you very much. Goodbye.